Welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. I'm joined now by Daisy, Karima, and Angel Zimmerman with Topeka United's Mosaic Partner Pairs. Daisy, Angel, thanks so much for joining us this Monday morning.
Thank you.
We are super excited to have the both of you here. You two will be co-coaching the upcoming set of Teen Mosaic. Now, for those that aren't familiar, what is the Mosaic Partner Pairs project, and how did you both get involved with the program?
Awesome, fantastic question. So Mosaic gives us the opportunity to be matched up with somebody in the community and learn more about them. So typically we're matched up with somebody that maybe doesn't look quite like us, but often thinks a little bit like us. And when we took that assessment, that was pretty amazing. So I'll let Daisy kind of talk about how we matched up. And
so we took this test essentially, and we found out internally we scientifically matched a line when it came to our thought process. And then after that, we got to meet each other and dive into some deep questions, family binding questions, friend binding questions, questions that I wouldn't even answer or talk about with my friends, and some of them would have been a long time. So me and Angel had the pleasure of diving into it, and from there we've been building this relationship almost 2-3 years now.
We're starting our third year.
It's a beautiful scenario.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Well, you both were a part of the program back in 2022 and then co-coached the Teen Mosaic in 2023. What about the program is keeping you both involved year after year here?
Well, I think that's the exciting thing. After Daisy and I did our first year together, about at the end, Daisy's like, okay, we both love teens. We love to try to, if there's anything that we know, we want to try to have people know that information, maybe a decade or a couple decades with my age sooner. And so Daisy started talking, hey Angel, would you be interested in maybe doing a teen program? We started looking at high schools, and then we both kind of had that aha moment and started talking with Karen and Burl, and it's like, what if we were actually to take this program to teens?
And it ended up being a beautiful scenario because the Mosaic relationship is about building connections. And one fundamental scenario is building connections at a young age. And you can take these life skills into your adulthood and understand how to make deep connections. I don't know about anybody else, but I know back in college for myself, it was hard to make introductions.
Right.
If I had a class like this would have gave me the opportunity to engage individuals on a deeper level.
Yeah, well, from being a part of the program yourselves a little bit ago and from co-coaching, is there anything that kind of surprised you that you weren't expecting from being a part as a coach and as an actual involved with the program?
I think for me at this particular time, I didn't know, and I'm talking about the larger cluster now. The cluster can sometimes hold 13 to 12 body individuals in that group. Essentially, how many of us had diverse thoughts but had a baseline conversation, and we were able to connect on that. One beautiful thing about Topeka United is essentially that is a continuing conversation from the Brown versus Board Legacy Trust. They had their 65th anniversary, and then essentially they looked at it and said, okay, we still have some disparities in this town, what can we do? And Topeka United was born. And so these questions and these forums and these clusters are based on some inclusive conversations. And it ends up, especially in today's time, to find a common denominator is more meaningful than anything. So that was the best benefit. How about you, Angel?
Yeah, so I think for me, it's one, how did Daisy and I not match up before now?
Yes.
And I know Burl and Karen were just elated that our numbers matched.
Yes.
And knew that there would be good things that happened from that. And then secondly, I think it's just how willing and eager the Topeka community is to now go this next level, this deeper level, where we are saying, hey, it's time to not have this surface talk about being inclusive, but let's actually one-on-one introduce each other to our communities, and let's start joining up and doing stuff together.
Yeah, well, kind of speaking of that Teen Mosaic from last year, how did that program go for you two, and what did it look like from your perspective?
Okay, I'll go for it. It was our first year, and so we met at my office, and then we did like little projects together, and then we went through the material, and we were kind of adjusting the material to really be what would be good topics for the teens to build up and be introduced to some even vocabulary in talking about being inclusive. So that's kind of what we had this last year. And then for this year, we are really thinking, okay, we had a teen experience, but now let's try to have a teen and adult experience. So for this year, we're going to start out as a bigger group, the adults and the teens together, and then we'll have break-off groups with the teens and kind of discuss the topics and where we can maybe insert ourselves more as teens into the total conversation.
There we go.
Which is a beautiful thing overall, because I feel as teens look at adults and to see adults having the same issues in the conversations as them, it's a beautiful thing. Plus, last year, a little hint, we did take the opportunity to visit Topeka. Like, for example, last year we went to Fiesta Topeka, and essentially we had one individual who actually sat there at an age of about 15, 16, said, I didn't even know this was in my town.
Wow.
And I wanted something as beautiful as that in our town. So that's also part of the teen group. We dive into the beautiful spots about Topeka too.
That's amazing. I love to hear that. Well, you're both looking to recruit for the program for the upcoming year here. How will people, if anyone out there is looking to get involved, what's the avenue they can do that?
Absolutely. So first we got to put a plug in for the main Mosaic, and today is the last day to register. So adults, please look at this QR code and be sure to do that. And then for the teens, we're going to be taking applications. So you go to topekaunited.org and register, and we'll be taking applications up to probably mid-August, and then doing a kickoff on August 24th. So really looking forward to seeing people.
There we go, just around the corner. Well, Daisy, Angel, thank you both again for joining us this morning. We really appreciate that look into Teen Mosaic 2024 here.